one is that now? That's,
8A, first one.
right here, procedure, administration department. Okay.
And actually, oh, we would just need a motion to,
Yep, motion
Move
to
back.
return.
So moved.
Second?
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Council President McGlynn.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay. That brings us to communications. I have Police Department communication, the LEAD program. Earlier today, the Police Department, in conjunction with the Fairfield Public Schools and Municipal Alliance, held its LEAD Day. It's the culmination of a 10-week educational program in which Fairfield officers present information to the 6th grade students about such things as decision-making, conflict resolution, resisting drugs and violence. Today, students had the opportunity to interact with firefighters from the Fairfield Fire Department, officers from the Essex County Sheriff and Newark Police Department's mounted units, and the horses were here today, and they really loved that. They were supposed to have the helicopter come down, but the helicopter got called away on an emergency, but the horses really fit the bill today. Where am I? Oh, yeah, the K-9, the trained in narcotics detection. They had the robot by the Essex County Sheriff's Department bomb detection unit. And the students were also treated to pizza by the Municipal Alliance Committee. A special thanks go to Detective Nick Kochi and Officer Frank Paterno for presenting the program over the last 10 weeks. It was really a fun day today. They had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we didn't have to stand outside in 95-degree heat that long. But the horses seemed to not be bothered by it.
They're not.
To increase the department's youth outreach, the department will be sending 2 new officers to lead instructor training with the hopes of expanding the program to both Stevenson and possibly West Essex. The Junior Police Academy, the department will once again be conducting a Junior Police Academy between June 22nd and June 26th. The details on how to register will be posted on the department's social media accounts and on the township's website in the near future. This is a great way for our community's youth to interact with our officers and to learn about what police officers do each and every day. And I could tell you that the kids really do interact the way they did today. They have a great relationship, and it's nice to see. Okay, the library, we have a meeting tomorrow, so I have more info at the next meeting. And that's all I have today. Oh, Chief, the Unity ride, how did that go? Everything? Okay. Police Unity Tour, our 7 officers did the 300 miles, right? And we'd like to thank all those who participated. Okay, Council President McGlynn.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Okay, the DPW, they're doing their seasonal maintenance right now, conducting that. In addition to that, they're also cleaning and jetting out storm drains throughout town. Our volunteer fire department, since our last meeting, they responded to 40 calls. They also had 3 members attend a 20-hour trench rescue operation class. They also responded and gave mutual aid to Belleville. I guess everybody saw that fire. It was a tremendous fire, a block long in Belleville. And again, they're volunteers. They spent 2 days there. They put in, I think, close to 75 man-hours. They pumped more than 430,000 gallons of water through their engines and stuff in support of putting that fire out. So they've, done a tremendous job on that. They also responded most recently, I think it was Saturday night or Sunday night, to a dumpster fire right off of Sand Road. So again, they do a great job for us. Fairfield wouldn't be Fairfield without them. And again, I think they're sometimes taken for granted, which is why I like to go into a little bit more depth sometimes about just what these guys do. They're not a paid department. These are all volunteers. So it's a tremendous asset to our community. So that's my report.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman LaForgia?
Mayor, for recreation, I'd start off by saying our programs are up and running through the summer, our summer programs, and all seems to be going well with that. We had a couple of preliminary meetings with yourself and the mayor and the recreation director. We were for some of the fields, some of the possibility upgrades on the fields and the lighting. It's very preliminary. We will certainly be bringing back much more information on that coming into the future. For the planning board, I have a little bit of a lengthy report because we finally just about concluded our application, the application for the golf course development over on Greenbrook. At the last meeting, we gave a preliminary memorialization for the Greenbrook golf course property. There was 185 residential units consisting of 150 single-family homes, one age-restricted building with 17 units, one affordable housing unit with 18 units. These meetings with the developers, planners, and professionals started in September of '25 and should end next month. Discussion and changes to the plans. They came to us with an application looking for no variances, which is always a little bit of a difficult application to go through, but to get what you want. But the discussions and the changes to the plans included site grading, sewer water connections and maintenance, mail distribution, roadway grading and maintenance, the HOA responsibilities, the retention basin inspections and maintenance, impervious coverage throughout, garbage management, street parking, and speed limits. Those were the discussions and changes that were made to their original no variance plan. At each hearing, members of the public were able to comment, express their opinions, and have dialogues with the board members, the applicants, and our professionals. This was no small application. The applicant submitted over 19 reports, reviews, comments, plans, and memorandum. Burgess, our planner, submitted 12 planning reviews and responses with attendance and comments at each meeting. Petrie Engineering, our professional engineer, submitted at least 32 reviews, comments to the plans and reports, as well as attending and participating in each meeting. Finally, an average memorialization might be 2 or 3 pages, 4 pages long. This memorialization is about 68 pages and will include at least 83 conditions that must be met before final approval falls into place. They're not variances. It was thought or mentioned by the public as a variance. These are not variances. We cleared that up. This project came to us not needing any variance based on the current ordinances and state requirements. The conditions are items that the board placed on the applicant before it gets its final approval, which again should be at our next meeting. But it was thorough. I mean, we had at least 2.5 paper boxes filled with paperwork, applications, plans, and everything. And we should thank the board members for the time that they spent each month doing it, several meetings, a couple of meetings a month, and our engineers for the thoroughness, our planners, our professionals, the town's planners and professionals that went through that application very thoroughly. And it certainly was an education.
Yes. And I'll tell you, the engineer and the planners really protected us. It came in one way and it went out with 83 conditions. So it was a big undertaking, but we're as protected as we can be with something of this scale. But that was great. Thank you, John.
You're welcome, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Cifelli?
Oh, thank you, Mayor. Delinquent, I don't like that word delinquent. Reminder notices for tax, sewer, and water bills went out today. The estimated tax bills for August will go out on or about July the 15th. On a good note, if you're eligible for the Stay New Jersey program, it's official that the checks went out from the state on May 15th, so you should get them any day. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Campese?
Thank you, Mayor. So on May 13th, we had the senior luncheon, which was very well attended from our senior community. So thank you, everybody who participated in that. As the mayor stated, we had lead day today. So again, I just wanted to thank the student and the lead officers for a successful program. And then on Saturday, June 6th, we're going to have a bike rodeo between 9 and 11 a.m. at the library parking lot. Registrations will come out on Community Pass, so please keep an eye on that. And Environmental Commission, I have no new updates.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, Pete. Okay, introduction of ordinance number 2026-11. It's an ordinance of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending Chapter 2, Administration of the Township Code. May I have a motion to open?
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. When's the second reading, Jody?
June 22nd.
June 22nd. Okay, second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 2026-10. It's an ordinance of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending Chapter 2, Administration of the Township Code to add a new 20-10.4 entitled 100% Disabled Veteran Tax Refund. May I have a motion to, this is the second reading, motion to open?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Who was the second? Cifelli. Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Anyone wishing to be heard on this ordinance from the public, please come forward. State your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close to the public?
So moved.
Councilman LaForgia.
Second.
Council President McGlynn.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. May I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Councilman Cifelli,
Second. Oh.
Councilman Campese.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, thank you. The consent agenda, Administration Department Resolution A. It's a resolution confirming the Township of Fairfield's procedure for the award of contracts and purchases not subject to a bidding procedure under the bid threshold. For this, we're going to change it a little bit. We had discussion, and we're going to continue to comply with the threshold that the state really suggests. So we need to change the amount,
Compliant.
Compliant with the law.
compliant with the law.
Yes.
We need to change the amount from 4,500 to, John?
To 7950.
7950.
And
So,
that amount is set forth in the 8th whereas clause of the resolution.
okay,
And again, in continued compliance with the local public contracts law.
right. Thank you. Okay, B, resolution confirming the claimant certification policy for the year 2026. C, authorization to renew a professional service contract with CGPH Housing Rehabilitation Program for the year 2025-2026. D, authorization to execute an agreement with Solutions Architecture for Hollywood Ave Park field improvements not to exceed $14,000. E, authorization to execute a professional service agreement between the Township of Fairfield and Hendricks Appraisal Company for the 2027 reevaluation program not to exceed $14,000. F, reappointment of Watson Lopez as building, plumbing, electrical, and mechanical inspector for a one-year term from 5/3/26 to 5/2/27. G, reappointment of John E. Redstone as Fire Protection Inspector for a one-year term, 5/3/26 through 5/2/27. Reappointment of Joa Philo as Plumbing Inspector for 1 year from 5/3/26 through 5/2/27. I, reappointment of Carlos H. Askew as electrical inspector for 1 year, 5/3/26 through 5/2/27. Reappointment, J, reappointment of Frank Gabriel as building inspector for 1 year, 5/3/26 through 5/2/27. K, resolution of the Township Council of the Township of Fairfield approving amended fourth round affordable housing trust fund spending plan and requesting court approval of the amended spending plan. L, resolution of the Township Council of the Township of Fairfield adopting an amended accessory apartment program manual. M, resolution of the Township Council of the Township of Fairfield adopting an HOA fee assistance manual, an energy efficiency program manual, and a rental assistance grant program manual. N, accepting the resignation of Mary Jo Fody as Assistant Busy Hands Instructor effective June 11th, 2026. O, authorization to hire Lauren Connolly as Assistant Busy Hands Instructor effective June 11th, 2026. Building Department Resolution P, authorization for payment to Wizard Printing for application forms in the Building Department in the amount of $569. Engineering Department Resolution Q, authorization of change order number 1 for the Sand Road Milling and Resurfacing Project. Finance Department Resolution R, authorization to renew a service contract with Edmunds GovTech for the year 2026 in the amount of $12,231.79. And S, authorization to issue estimated tax bills. Fire Department and Fire Prevention Resolution T, authorization to amend Resolution 2026-188 relating to the purchase of National Foam Universal Green for the Fire Department. U, authorization to renew service contract with Encore Fire Protection for monitoring services for the year 12/31/2025 through 12/31/2026 in the amount of $588. V, authorization for Fire and Safety Services to perform service repairs and maintenance on Ladder 1, Engine 2, and Engine 3 in the amount of $35,388.48. Item W, authorization to repair MSA equipment and purchase helmets for the Fire Department in the amount of $12,900.60. Item X, authorization for the Fire and Fire Prevention Departments to have their vehicles cleaned at All Pro Car Care in the amount of $500 for the year 2026. Item Y, authorization to purchase training software for the Fire Department in the amount of $2,510.59. Item Z, authorization to renew a maintenance contract with Penguin Management for e-dispatch service in the amount of $1,062. Double A, authorization for Spectrum Communications to install graphics in the amount of $1,146.49 for the fire chief's vehicle. Police Department Resolution Double B, authorization to rescind Resolution 2026-199 relating to the purchase of a TV from CDWG in the amount of $2,380.65. Double C, authorization to amend Resolution 2026-198 relating to the purchase of a refrigerator for the Police Department from FTL Appliance Service. Double D, authorization for the 2 record clerks to attend training relating to the Open Public Records Act and records management from the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police in the amount of $598. Double E, authorization to pay the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police for the Police Department's reaccreditation in the amount of $1,667. Double F, authorization to purchase ammunition from Eagle Point Gun in the amount of $7,514.84. Double G, authorization for Pathways to provide training software for the Police Department in the amount of $1,995. Double H, authorization to renew a software maintenance with Porter Lee for the Police Department in the amount of $1,245. Public Works Resolution Double I, authorization to amend Resolution 2024-242 relating to the purchase of a Ford Super Duty truck purchased from Nielsen Ford of Morristown. Double J, authorization to amend Resolution 2025-486 relating to the installation of equipment for a DPW leaf machine from Timmerman Equipment. Double K, authorization for Power Place to perform repair work to a utility vehicle for the Parks Maintenance Department in the amount of $2,745.11. Double L, authorization to purchase equipment from X-Tech Building Materials for the Road Department in the amount of $773. Double M, authorization to purchase supplies from PPC Lubricants in the amount of $2,569.50. Double N, authorization to purchase supplies from Jesco for the Sewer Department in the amount of $783.96. Double O, authorization to purchase asphalt from Weldon Quarry Company for the Road Department in the amount of $3,711.58. Double P, authorization to purchase equipment from Tony Sanchez for the Fleet Department in the amount of $1,362.90. Double Q, authorization to purchase supplies from Structural Stone for the Roads Department in the amount of $1,050. Double R, authorization to purchase motor fuel from Griffith Allied Trucking for the township vehicles under state contract. Double S, authorization for Star Low Electric to perform repair work at the 109 Big Piece Road Pump House in the amount of $1,278.72. Double T, authorization to purchase supplies from ProStock for the Fleet Department in the amount of $1,839.95. Double U, authorization to purchase MXUs from Core and Main for the Water Department in the amount of $6,346.80. Double V, authorization to purchase supplies from Coffee Lovers for the Public Works in the amount of $679.55. Double W, authorization to purchase from Barnwell House of Tires in the amount of $1,279. Double X, authorization for American Wear to provide uniforms for the Public Service Works Park Maintenance employees. Double Y, authorization to purchase supplies from Granger in the amount of $2,290.49. Double Z, authorization to purchase computer equipment from CDWG for Public Works in the amount of $1,863.17. Triple A, authorization to purchase supplies from Werner Cabby for the Fleet Department in the amount of $1,037.31. Recreation Department resolutions. Triple B, authorization to purchase supplies from Setcon Industries in the amount of $623. Triple C, authorization for Coast Boating School for the Recreation Department in the amount of $900. Triple D, authorization for Artistic Signs to provide sponsor signs in the amount of $655. Triple E, authorization to hire Eye to Eye by Paul Lebo for the Township Independence Celebration in the amount of $600. Triple F, authorization to purchase equipment from Rydell for the Recreation Department in the amount of $1,845. Triple G, authorization for RSA MMA to provide grappling program for the Recreation Department in the amount of $7,980. Tax Department resolutions. Triple H through 000 as stated on the agenda. Municipal Clerk, Resolution Triple P, authorization to rescind Resolution 2026-246 relating to the purchase of items from Positive Promotions in the amount of $1,495.02. Triple Q, authorization to amend Resolution 2025-474 relating to renewing maintenance service contract with FRA Technologies for a term to expire 11/30/2026. Triple R, authorization to purchase supplies from King Prince for the senior luncheon in the amount of $2,400. Triple S, approval of a liquor license corporate structure change from Brybin LLC, doing business as Danaher's. Triple T, approval of a liquor license corporate structure change for the Clubhouse of Essex County LLC. And Triple U, authorization to submit payment to pay 613 Fairfield LLC, doing business as Doubletree Hotel, for the senior luncheon in the amount of $6,944. And that's it, and that's about all I have.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as read.
I second it.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, approval of the bills list, Joe?
Okay. Mr. McCluskey, our Chief Financial Officer, has certified that the funds are available. Make a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $5,120,595.97.
Second.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. And as the new system goes, that list will be available at the counter for anyone's perusal in the clerk's office. Okay, written communications. Does anyone have any written communications tonight? Unfinished business? New business? Resolution approving settlement agreement between the Township of Fairfield and LC. Do I need a motion?
Yes.
Make a
Okay.
motion to approve it.
Second.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. And that brings us to public comment session. Anyone wishing to be heard, come forward, state your name and address for the record. Okay, seeing no one, we'll close that portion. The next meeting of the mayor and council will be Monday, June 22nd, 2026, at 7 p.m. in these council chambers. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Councilman Campese,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Council President McGlynn,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Memorial Day, there's going to be a parade, West Cordwell on Bloomfield Ave. And I believe we're going to have a VFW at 12 noon. If anybody's interested, please stop by. Thank you.